During the week of August 26, the market lost 2.64%. Here's what happened. On Monday, America is facing a huge problem: a shortage on beer. Inflation and supply chain issues are making it hard for breweries to obtain carbon dioxide, which is needed to clean tanks and carbonate the beer. General Motors is investing $760 million in its Toledo propulsion systems factory. Currently, the factory builds transmission for gas-powered vehicles, but with this investment, it should be able to make electric drive units as well. This is just a drop in the bucket, though, as GM plans on spending a total of $35 billion on electric vehicle investments. Jupiter will be the closest it's been to Earth in 59 years. Telescope Innovations Corp. doesn't seem to be capitalizing on the hype, though. On Tuesday, marijuana producer and retailer Canopy Growth announced their plans to close retail businesses across Canada. The company has been struggling to turn a profit, and this is Canopy Growth's most recent step taken in order to try to turn a profit. Lockheed Martin was awarded a $115 million contract from the United States Navy to source parts for the F-35 fighter jets. On Wednesday, Apple's iPhone 14 demand is rapidly falling. Now Apple is planning on backing off their plans to increase production by as much as 6 million units by the end of this year. Hertz is teaming up with British Petroleum to install thousands of chargers at Hertz locations across the US. This will support Hertz's plan to add hundreds of thousands of EVs to its fleet over the next few years. Amazon had their fall hardware event where it announced a bunch of new gadgets, including a Kindle you can write on, a sleep tracker, 4 new Echo devices, a new TV, and much more. On Thursday, proof that we are in a recession is more concrete now with this morning's third estimate of second quarter GDP released by the Bureau of Economic Analysis. This third estimate carries more data than the second and first estimates, yet stayed the same at a 6 basis point decrease from the first quarter. The first quarter saw a 1.6% decrease from last year's fourth quarter. These will make for the second consecutive quarter that GDP fell, signaling that we are in a recession. Apple plunged today after receiving a rare downgrade from Bank of America after lowering their price target from $185 to $160. Mark Zuckerberg stated that Meta will freeze hiring, and Goldman Sachs stated that they will be laying off current employees to cut back on costs. PepsiCo is also said to be considering layoffs as well. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway bought an additional 6 million Occidental shares. On Friday, "big-breasted woman" is the phrase that led to Apple's senior executive prompt leave from the company after a video of him went viral on TikTok. Earlier this week it was announced that FTX won a bid for crypto firm Voyager Digital with a price tag of $1.4 billion, but on Friday it was announced that cash paid for the firm itself was just $51 million. The remaining went towards Voyager's crypto holdings, which amounted to $1.31 billion worth. Earlier this year, Lululemon filed a lawsuit against Peloton because of a patent infringement on their clothing line. 2 weeks later, Peloton then filed a lawsuit towards Lululemon, asking the judge to declare that their clothing was not a patent infringement. Yesterday, the judge threw out Peloton's lawsuit and will make the two companies battle it out in court. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with market news. Thanks for watching and stay informed.